Welcome to News York Times.
Please subscribe for more recent breaking news updates.
McCain's final message to Trump supporters: go to hell. John McCain is spending his final days exactly how you'd expect, obstructing, refusing to apologize, and lashing out at President Trump's supporters. Traitor John McCain has a message for Trump supporters who are angry that he passed the false, debunked Trump dossier to disgraced former FBI Director James Comey. Back at ya, John, we're not exactly grief-stricken that you won't be with us much longer. New York. In his newly released book, Senator John McCain admits he knew the anti-Trump dossier that he infamously passed to the FBI contained unproven accusations, mostly raw, unverified intelligence and allegations about which the senator had no idea if any were true. Yet McCain maintains he had an obligation to pass the wild charges against Donald Trump to FBI Director James Comey, and he would even do it again. "Anyone who doesn't like it can go to hell," McCain exclaimed. In the book The Restless Wave, McCain provides an inside account of how he says he came across the dossier. He writes that he was told about the claims in the document at a security conference in Canada in November 2016, where he was approached by Sir Andrew Wood, a former British ambassador to Moscow and friend of ex-British spy Christopher Steele, the author of the dossier. McCain wrote that Wood told him Steele had been commissioned to investigate connections between the Trump campaign and Russian agents, as well as potentially compromising information about the president-elect that Putin allegedly possessed. McCain, however, did not address the obvious question of whether he was told exactly who commissioned Steele to investigate the alleged Russian ties. The dossier was commissioned by the controversial Fusion GPS opposition research firm, which was paid for its anti-Trump work by Trump's primary political opponents, namely Hillary Clinton's 2016 presidential campaign and the Democratic National Committee, DNC, via the Perkins Coie law firm. McCain goes on to describe Wood as telling him Steele's work was mostly raw, unverified intelligence, but that the author strongly believed merited a thorough examination by counterintelligence experts. The politician says the dossier claims described to him were too strange a scenario to believe, something out of a Le Carre novel, not the kind of thing anyone has ever actually had to worry about with a new president, no matter what other concerns. Still, McCain says he reasoned that even the remote risk that the President of the United States might be vulnerable to Russian extortion had to be investigated. McCain concedes Wood told him he had not actually read the dossier himself, and writes that he wasn't sure if he ever met Wood before and couldn't recall previously having a conversation with Wood. Still, McCain took Wood's word for it when Wood vouched for Steele's credibility. Steele was a respected professional, Wood assured us, who had good Russian contacts and long experience collecting and analyzing intelligence on the Kremlin, McCain wrote. Present at the meeting with Wood and McCain was David J. Kramer, a former State Department official and longtime McCain associate who agreed to go to London to meet Steele, confirm his credibility and report back to me. McCain doesn't detail Kramer's visit to London beyond simply writing, when David returned, and shared his impression that the former spy was, as Sir Andrew had vouched, a respected professional, and not to outward appearances given to hyperbole or hysteria. I agreed to receive a copy of what is now referred to as the dossier. McCain leaves out exactly where Kramer obtained his dossier copy. The Washington Post reported in February that Kramer received the dossier directly from Fusion GPS after McCain expressed interest in it. Those details marked the clearest indication that McCain may have known that the dossier originated with Fusion GPS, meaning that he may have knowingly passed on political material to the FBI. Also, in a New York Times op-ed in January, GPS co-founders Glenn Simpson and Peter Fritsch wrote that they helped McCain share their anti-Trump dossier with the Obama-era intelligence community via an unnamed emissary. Without mentioning Fusion GPS, McCain goes on to briefly describe turning over the dossier to Comey.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more top breaking news updates. Thank you.